everyone. I have come back from seeing the movie. I kind of had to let it sit in my head a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was a crybaby. I was in the theater, probably like, I don't know, 12 to 15 people that were in there, which not bad for a 3:30 showing, really, not that bad. But was the rest of the audience as emotional as I was? Well, it's hard to tell. I didn't really hear everyone else crying, and I tried to be really quiet, but I did have to, couldn't help it. I know it's been overhyped. Everybody hears about the first 10 minutes is so hard to watch, but oh my goodness. If you're a parent, and I'm not even a parent, if you're a parent and you're not moved by the first 10 minutes, I admire your steel resolve. I don't know. You're emotionally missing, especially as a woman, you're emotionally missing the nurturing part of yourself. Because when you watch young children, and we're talking 7-year-old and 11-year-old, get essentially taken, and sold into the world of human trafficking and child slave labor, sexual slave labor. It's very eye-opening. I know that the hype is huge. Oh, you need to go see it. Or if you're Christian, you need to go. You need to tell other people. And I don't want you to think this is going to be the best movie ever. Because it's not the best movie ever. That would be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Wedding Singer, and my other top films. But this is the most important movie you're going to see all year. And honestly, I hate to be cliche again, this might be the most important movie of our lifetimes as far as sharing the information that we're exposed to when we go and we see this movie. It is a tough watch. Prepare yourself emotionally for, it's 2.5 hours of I honestly felt as though I was grabbing the edge of my seat, and I was sitting up so close, so very close. It was, I knew the outcome pretty much of this story, and I guess it doesn't matter because I saw a bunch of interviews with Tim Ballard and even with Jim Caviezel, but Tim Ballard mostly, and it was, the fact that he worked in this industry with pedophiles, perverts, child pornography, exploitation, child trafficking, missing children for 12 years, having to deal with that emotionally, I think would just take an enormous toll on anyone and everyone. He says that it's his faith that keeps him, that kept him able to focus on the mission, saving children, as opposed to just letting the darkness of everything that you've seen and the people that you have met take over your soul. So yeah, maybe you could see this as oh, it's a religious film, but it's an action film inspired by a true story with some really, really good acting in it. Jim Caviezel, very, very good. I think the guy's name is Bill Camp. Yeah, Bill Camp. He plays one of the supporting characters, and he's a pretty bad guy, a drug cartel guy, and once he got out of jail, he went back into doing drug cartels, and he had let's just say he has a change of heart and decides to save children. So they team up. There's some other people, and they're basically trying to find a brother and sister that have been taken. The brother and sister taken from the very beginning. So it's intense. Obviously, you're going to root for the good guys, and you're going to really, really hate and want justice against the bad guys. Very much so. The bad guys played very convincingly. I hated every single one of them, including the beautiful beauty queen lady. She was good. I don't know who she is, but she was very good, as well as beautiful. It's really all about the child actors. They're very effective in portraying the innocence of childhood and just having that ripped away from you. And you see it in their eyes. You feel it in the atmosphere. They do a really good job with the musical soundtrack. It adds a lot of atmosphere. Cinematography is really good. You feel like you're there. I mean, the brother and the sister, they were exceptional actors. And to find out that they did everything they could to protect these kids from knowing what the subject matter is, you know, from them knowing that they were playing. Oh my goodness, there goes my cat. Hope she's okay. Poor baby, who just fell. This is Love Muffin. Hello. She says hello, and she's gonna be out of here. I know. You were embarrassed. I know. It's okay though. Sometimes we fall. Okay, where was I? Okay, so the child acting very effective. The bad guys, you hate them. The good guys, you're rooting for them. Jim Caviezel is basically a superhero, saves children. Or does he? We don't know. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I think you should go see it. The message is to spread the word. Get other people to see it. And they actually have a program, and I'll leave a link to it on my comments. That it's a link through Angel Studios that makes it so that you could pay it forward and buy a ticket. It's a $15 ticket per person, so that if they don't have the money, they can go and see it. And that helps keep the word spreading. Let's just keep doing this, because Hollywood didn't want this made. It took 5 years, okay? It got done in 2018. It took 5 years to bring this to the screen. It took 5 years, Jim Caviezel's name, Mel Gibson, the CEO from Goya Foods, Angel Studios, and a whole bunch of crowdfunding to make this happen. And thank God they did, because I think it's really affecting people. And maybe it'll make a difference. Maybe children will be saved because of this movie, and wouldn't that be a miracle? And maybe the success of this film will make it so that there'll be more films that are dealing with this intense subject matter, right? That deal with human trafficking, especially child trafficking. If you've seen any of my earlier videos from this year, I touched a lot on human traffic faker Eliza Blue. And I was already angry that somebody would pretend to be a victim of human trafficking and now, or abuse. Now upon seeing this, it's just like, you're just even more of a horrible person, Eliza Blue. You just really are despicable. And I'm glad, like, you're out of the spotlight for now. Hopefully you just go away. Jim Caviezel is shining a light on this. Tim Ballard, he's actually starting a new foundation, and it's to help the children who have been trafficked, like, reintegrate back into society. Therapy programs, you name it. It'll help. And it's a step that they hadn't taken yet with Operation Underground Railroad. So this is his next step. And I'll have a link to that as well as the link to the Operation Underground Railroad, if you want to donate to them, to Mallard's new foundation, and of course the Angel Studios Pay It Forward program that they have. Okay, this is a hard film to watch, but it is essential that you see it. And it is a call to action for everyone that's seen it to tell everyone else what's really going on in this world. There are some very shocking stats that they tell you at the end, and it's just, I mean, I thought I was done crying, right? So I'm done watching the film. I think I'm standing for the credits, and then you see some actual footage of people busting pedophiles and the people that are trafficking children. And you see some of the children that were saved, and, you know, it kind of made me want to cry a little bit there, but it was the stats that were at the end. It was just really devastating. I say that human trafficking has become $150 billion plus industry. It has surpassed illegal arms dealing, and it's on its way to becoming the most lucrative industry, past even illegal drugs. So human trafficking is about to be a more lucrative industry to really horrible people than drugs, than fentanyl, than cocaine, than all of that. Like, that should just shake you to your core, because it did for me. And then when they had the line that said millions of these people are children, how can you not be affected by this? How can you not want to help? How can you not want to change things and save children? Go see this movie. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. God bless America. Bye.